Hey fellow explorers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story. Episode 98, Lost Traders. So we're almost done processing all of our blister steel, or at least heating it up. And we already have 6 of the ingots ready. I forget how much more material I had for refractory bricks. I don't think I had a lot of extra. So 24 is enough for 3 of the 6 that need replacing. Plus I have this, so 4 of the 6 replacing. So if I wanted to do a new run of steel, I would need to make a few more refractory bricks, which is fine because I do have the bauxite and the quartz to do it. If that is something that you wanted done, it would be possible to do another run of steel. With that said, what I said before, I would really only benefit if there was more than just this stream alone. This is indeed proper steel. These are steel ingots here. In fact, let's there we go. Stack them up. I wonder if you can just stack the hot ones. Yeah. It's not hot anymore. The magic of placement. Who needs a quenching bucket? I just stick ingots on the ground and they go ice cold instantaneously. Feels weird to have the forge burning and like nothing's on there. So I'm gonna heat up an iron bloom. Because maybe we work the iron bloom if there's time. What's my plan for crafting? I don't have one. Likely, if I'd imagine, that the steel... So if I was to decide, I would have to pick between a brigandine and a and chainmail. But there is arguments to do one or the other. Brigandines are cheaper, but I can't get a full set anyway. And chainmails are more expensive and can become scale mail or plate mail too, but are more expensive. The amount of protection that they offer is relatively similar to one another. It's just that chainmail has fewer health and hunger penalties than brigandines and offer a little bit more protection. So simply put, brigandines are cheaper. And I'll just show you that. So let's compare chest armor to chest armor. Oh, after that gets placed. So a brigandine body armor here has a healing effect. It has a flat damage reduction of 1 hit point. Actually, let's do it in steel. So here's a steel one. So it has a flat damage reduction of 1.3 hit points. So anytime you're attacked, it just removes 1.3 of the hit points. It is protection steel 4, tier 4, and then 84% protection. And then healing effectiveness and hunger rate 17 and 12. With some accuracy and walk speed. And then if we check the chainmail, the hunger rate and healing effectiveness is reduced, the walk speed and accuracy is reduced, and it has 0.1 more hit point flat protection, and 2% more percent protection for a little bit more durability as well. The argument to be made to do brigs over a chain is cost. So the brigs, the helmet is 2 plates, which is 4 ingots. The body armor is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plates, which is 14 ingots. And then the leg armor is 4 plates, which is 8 ingots. Compare that to chain. This helmet is 6 plates. Or 6 ingots. 4 plates, 6 ingots. So that's 2 more ingots for the helmet. The body armor is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plates. I think the brig was 6. Maybe 8. So way, way more. I have 16 ingots total. Oh, the pole is blocking it. There you go. So, yeah, the chain body armor is so much more expensive than the brig that if... that it's more cost-effective. So here, again, let's compare the two. Brig is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plates. And chain is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 plates. So it's about 40% more expensive or whatever. And then same with pants. Brig pants are 4 plates or 8 ingots. And then the chain pants are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 50% more expensive for the pants as well. There we go. There is 16 ingots. This bloom never heated up enough, so I'm just going to put it back. And you guys want me to search for trade. So I will do that. There's really not a point for me to search. I have food. So I'm just going to sleep off the nighttime so that I can venture out during the day. Chain is made out of plates. So chain and plate are the same cost. Chain can be either made from 2 ingots or 1 plate, but 1 plate is a lot more sensible. Because what chain is, essentially, is just a plate with a few sections punched out. And I'll try to milk the sheep right before I leave. See if I can get that magical 50. Because they maybe are lactating now? Wait. Oh, yeah. Stop trying to kill me. Should I attempt to milk both before I leave? So as you may have noticed, there's a cooldown timer between milkings. You can't just chain milk over and over and over. And they're only lactating for 20 days. So should I stick around to make sure that I get milk or just go venturing off? It's up to you whether you essentially want cheese or not. Or more cheese. Because I already have some milk. Alright, I will do it one more time and then I'll leave. It is 1 p.m. in game. Wow, I really burned the morning away. Currently too stressed. Currently too stressed. Wow, the wind, I think, just picked up. Yeah, there's not a lot of portions in these troughs. You're right about that. Alright, I'll topple them up. They are eating me all of my grain, going bye-byes. I knew that'd be the case. At some point I'm going to have to just start reaping grass. Or alternatively killing the ram. The game doesn't have a concept of incest, so if one of these two offspring are male, and I haven't really actually looked that hard, that ram no longer serves much of a purpose in terms of a new generation, because I can just wait. Oh, I got milk. I can just wait for the calves to mature. Am I able to determine their genders? I think it's based on the horns. I know you guys voted no, but I'm so close to... So one... Let's see. I don't know if you can sex them. I certainly can't get that close. I'm making sure of that. The rooster is really not a drain on the grain. They don't really consume too much. Because I'm so close to getting cheese started, I'm gonna ignore the results of that poll. I won't do this like a painful amount more, but I feel like I'm we're 40 to 50, and like the curdling process takes 3.5 days. It'd be really cool to start it, because I've never made cheese in game before. In my playtest, actually in my playtest I started the process, but I never finished it. I just have curdled milk. I never actually did anything else. Did I get the steal? I did, yes. Come on, get less stressed. I'm over here. It'd be funny if like you could dress like a lamb or something so that they wouldn't freak out. Once you start the process, like, your steel baking furnace won't even start until it's all ready. So if you do start the process, like, you're gonna get the results. There's not really a game mechanic that, like, has you mess it up, unlike charcoal. Where when making charcoal, the game will allow you to do it, even if it's not enclosed, and then you don't get charcoal. But steel is kind of foolproof in that you can't even close the lid without it ready. I suppose there is some like isolated instances where you can screw it up, but it's pretty unscrew-upable. Or feed them to comfort them. Yeah, just some way to counteract the this like mind-numbing trial and error. Alright, it is 1540 in game. Alright, let's go. I'm done trying to do that. Buck it down, and I will return at some later date. So, searching for trade, right? I would love to be able to spot a caravan somewhere to the northwest on the way to the one I had marked. There's our iron mine. Maybe I'll just... I think actually heading out at nighttime has a weird benefit, because the trade caravans do illuminate. And when they're at nighttime, it's way easier to find them because of the glow they put out. It's harder for me to traverse, but you know, that's my issue. Oh, cool. I think this is a stool, right? Yeah. Right in my own backyard. And that is a known resin tree, so I will turn that cyan. For those that are wondering why, when I regen the world, there's no telling if the resin-producing trees that I had marked previously still are there. So instead of orange, which matches the resin, I've been turning the ones that I reconfirm cyan colored to say essentially, yes, this still has resin, it still exists. I love this terrain. All right, let's go ahead and grab the shears. It's like a bushwhack, weed whacker, or something like that. Maybe got a pine cone off of that. How consistent have I found them to be pre and post? I have found some that I had marked down that the tree no longer exists. So, if that says anything. That not all trees survive the purge, in other words. Don't forget to pick up horsetail? Yeah, maybe I'll pick up some horsetail. I mean, there's plenty of horsetail around these lake regions, so if I venture back this way, I'll grab some. Ooh. You know, I've been using the bone meal, I guess. I'll just take it all. I don't even have a lot of sources of protein back in the base. Generally, wolves aren't alone, but I haven't been jumped by its pack yet. Yeah, the last temporal storm I faced, I did use up my healing materials. Oh. Okay. Oh, I already marked it down that they were silver here. It's funny that I found the same nugget twice. That's, odd. Sound like a wolf? Huh. I'm not here to hunt. Almost look like bauxite. Yeah, I picked it up and placed it back because I wanted to mark it down so I wouldn't forget. My body temperature is holding. It's actually not too cold. It's only -5. With all the fur stuff that I'm wearing. -5 is not brutal. It's when it drops to the double-digit negatives. That's when my character is just like, oof, I don't like this. So if you start to spot, I might want to climb the closest hillside so that I can try to spot the glow of trader wagons from afar. I don't have a great view of the area. And there's definitely not anything glowing around me here. You know what would be neat is if outside of the wagons there would be like a campsite with a fireplace that smoked, so that there were like smoke pillars that were easier to spot during the day or something like that, where the fires could be used for you to warm up or cook on, tended by the traders themselves, so that it's, you know, a source of fire that you could rely upon without having to light one yourself. I think that would be neat. So this is where I had marked down a high result of anthracite. So before I leave this area, because it does look regened, because I wouldn't have been able to pro pick in there and get out of there because there's no way out, I want to repro pick to see if there's still anthracite here, because anthracite would be nice to have if it still exists here. Whoa, Jesus! Stupid gravel. Alright, I guess I can pro pick here. Yep, there's still a little bit of anthracite. It's a lower percentage. It's 0.7 milli. What, that is the best known source of it? Oh god, the snow is even trying to kill me. Pushing me backwards into the pit. Could you not, snow? Well, now the local jerks. Yeah, you want to throw rocks? This is how it feels. Sucks, don't it? That's what I thought. Get out of here. Alright, it's time for me to leave. They are, gonna win by sheer number. Well, they wouldn't win. I'd pull out my sword. Cut it out or I kill you! It's a really good threat, by the way. Works none of the time. Okay. There is not a trader here. Treasure hunter trader. Deleted. There used to be one there, but there isn't. Copy that. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time just wandering, looking for where the hell the traders went. Because the map pruning deleted traders, but just as much as they deleted traders, they should have also added them in. You know, it's a two-way street. The new map gen did not remove trader existence. So let's go ahead and climb the highest hill that I can so that we can look out as far as we're able. I bet there's flint in here. You can see it. Oh, come on. Oh, and quartz. You know what? Let me check if there's anything in this quartz. Like silver or gold. By pro picking. Nope, just quartz. If the quartz contains something interesting, the pro pick would have told me. Well, not all things, but silver and gold, it would have. Mountain climbing at night is a little sketchy, huh? want to get up there. Man, I should have brought ladders. There look to be about equal height. Oh, shoot! I knew that was a risk, but it hit me right in the face. Yeah, I could gravel nerd pile at this point. I have a bit of gravel on me. Oh god, that was not what I meant to do. Nerd pull. Come on, I've tank you, tank. Ah, there we go. I'll just crouch and tank the gravel. Can't get me. Block you. I am demonstrating perfectly what not to do while mountaineering. Don't fight the terrain. The terrain will win. All that climbing, and I don't really see any light sources. It's easier to tell if I pull off my lantern. It's really more the fact that I don't have a good line of sight on a lot of the countryside. The mountains are blocking it. Alright. Well, now for the less fun part, the down part. Easier, though. But, if you take too much of a shortcut, you end up a little, deceased. Some fall damage is fine. So that trade location was gone. You know what? Maybe I'll go a little bit further north-northeast to the other one. I'm sure it's gone, but at this point, if I'm looking for trade, the easiest ways to spot trade, in my opinion, is to go to, like, open plain terrain so that there's not a lot of terrain blockers so that you can see vast and far swaths of terrain unobscured by mountains and trees and all that. So that's my plan. Continue to look for trade opportunities. And to fill you in, without spoiling too much, because I don't want spoilers for people that, you know, to respect people's sense of discovery in this game, there are some important things that you can buy from traders that you cannot find in the world otherwise. Like, and albeit slight spoiler, like maps of important locations. I don't want to elaborate, not yet, but that is, you can happen upon these places by chance, but you are not likely to do that by chance. Do traders change their locations? Not normally. The reason they did in my game is I regened my world. So I changed the terrain generation, but under normal circumstances, traders, when you find a trader, they will always be there. In fact, even if they die, they'll just respawn and go right back to where you found them. So if a trader dies, it will respawn after a few days, and the loot that it has is not available to you. Meaning that if you happen upon a trader and you try to, like, rob him by killing him and stealing his stuff is still bound, is still locked, so that you can't obtain it, in other words. Oh, stuff's being thrown at me. Road. Other things to do while I'm out and about. some additional pro picking to see if there's any precious metals or whatever lying just under the ground. This has a decent amount of coal, bituminous coal here. Somewhere down there. Might not be the highest that I've ever found for coal, but 1 part per 1,000 is not horrible. All right, looking at the map, there's just this hilly section here, so if I go west, I can go around this without having to go through it or over it. Although, if it opens up to plains, climbing this hill might be more of a benefit, because it will offer me a less obscured view of the area. Let's see if the bituminous coal is nicer here. I already have 1 known coal seam, though, so there's less to be gained from another coal seam. No, it's about the same. It does have halite, though. Minuscule amounts of halite. So I was looking for halite for the longest time. So there is possibly salt in them hills. Or borax, or sulfur, or iron. These hills have a variety of stuff, but it's not particularly rich with any one thing. Man, I feel like the world gen didn't put traders back into the world. It seems very more trader vacant. I mean, it could just be anecdotal. I'm looking in the wrong places, certainly. It's a bad time to go swimming. It's a -11. Halite is difficult to find. With that said, if you do find yourself a salt dome, which I found a salt dome, you end up with enough salt to last you pretty much forever. You end up with an enormous amount of salt that you would struggle to reasonably use. Oh, this is all peat. So it sucks to find, but once you find it, there's plenty of it. My favorite cheap fuel source. Oh, that's just dirt. More dirt. Medium fertility dirt. There's probably more peat here, but I have enough. I am almost certainly heading to an area that won't have traders, but you did task me with exploration, so I might as well just explore. It's been a while since I've just been free roaming. Again, another hill that doesn't show me anything. Let's put your arm down, dude. I can't even... Oh, he's blocking the wind. I get it. Just making sure there was no meteoric. Kind of looked like a meteor divot. Let's get another prospecting reading. Hey, bunny. This is going to be your gravesite unless you know how to climb out. Pretty crummy materials here. Tiny little bits of ilmenite and copper. Not all that exciting. So I suppose what I should have done in this case, which I didn't do, is delete the trade marker and just see if I could spot the wagon from the map. I mean, this was a direction to go in, but not necessarily a smart one. Because, yeah, I don't see a wagon here. I feel like everyone's been raptured, and I'm the only one left. So, I'll spend a second to look at some of the other wagon markers that I have. Like, I marked down a clothing trader. It actually looks like there's still a wagon there. No, not really. No, that just looks like trees. The thing is, like, clothing traders are really not exciting as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't look like there's a wagon there either. I'm going to turn off the prospecting layer entirely. Makes the map a little bit cleaner. So where are the other wagons? There... That might be still a trader there. But that was a building materials, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's what it said. And it actually kind of doesn't look like a wagon anymore. Looks like something, but not really a wagon. What about down here? Oops. So this was an unmarked trader that I probably saw. So this is a Lux trader. I think that one's gone too. Wow. Really? The rapture came. And this was an unmarked trader, and it's definitely gone. It's just snow. Alright. So, there may only be one known trader, and I'm not even sure he still exists, which is here. So I'm going to head in that direction. There's not really building materials I was eager to buy, but I would like to know that I'm not alone in the world. So I'm headed there out of loneliness and curiosity. Okay, more. Is that the new? Yeah, it's identical to the last prospect. Oh, because I need to turn on my prospecting layer. I was probably prospecting like the same spot. Oh, it was the wrong pick. Okay, no, I'm gonna walk away from that one. I just mined there. And somehow didn't notice. Here's the pro pick. Every now and then, it will change your, like, chat. Okay, a horrible, almost nothing in that area. It will change which chat bar you are on. Instead of the info log, will go to like damage log or general, which makes it really easy to miss pro pick information. I thought that was happening, but clearly not. I was just mining and not noticing. You know, like you do. Happens to the best of us. Thank you for tuning in to Vintage Story, which originally streamed live on Twitch, February 21st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that I've asked for no backseating, so if you could respect that, that would be great. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and if you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Seraphs.